Hi there, I'm Corey Rayl.
I'm Henry Leou.
I'm Colton Troyer.
And I'm Janai, and this is our presentation on the 2011 Lake Erie algae bloom. Lake algae. Algae is an organism that contains chlorophyll and it lives in waters. Many species absorb sunlight and convert them into energy. Algae can grow in a multitude of water situations. The absorption creates a natural oil and is used for energy. And frequencies in the pH level, temperature, and contaminants can attribute to the algal growths.
Many people ask, is all algae bad? The answer is no. Actually, normal levels of algae promote a healthy ecosystem. Oxygen levels take a great increase in areas of moderate algae levels, and this can help organisms to thrive in that ecosystem.
Cyanobacteria is a type of algae that produces toxins, which is very harmful to humans or any other organism, such as aquatic creatures. Patches of these algae blooms can grow as deep as 4 inches thick on the surface of water and can spread hundreds of square miles. The thick algae on the surface of the water blocks out sunlight, which can be very harmful to organisms in the water. The algae also causes many problems with industries, making recreation and commerce very difficult.
Alright, so what are some outward effects of algae? Recreation in areas with large bodies or water can be crumbled. One example would be the Pressed Isle is a thriving state park in Erie, which is near our local area. And therefore, when beaches are shut down due to the algae bloom, it can cause tourism to stop coming because of the outbreak.
It also affects the drinking water for the city around it. Algae toxicity can lead to health problems in people. It also has an unfavorable taste and an odor that comes with it. It also raises the cost of cleaning the drinking water for the city.
Animals in decline. Many animals are affected by algal toxins. Fish frequently are poisoned and die off under extreme circumstances.
Even non-toxic blooms can cause suffocation for fish as they can't receive enough oxygen or sunlight from the surface. These declines can have slow recoveries in our ecosystem and cause for ecosystems to be stunted for a long period of time. For example, our ecosystem of Lake Erie has not recovered from the 2011 algae bloom.
Alright, in 2011, Lake Erie algae outbreak. So according to a record, the algae during the 2011s, algae spread through the late spring all the way till October, and it covered estimated around 5,000 square kilometers. It was 7.3 times greater than average over 9 years, and it grew beyond, had naturally decreased for progress to be made.
This was caused by agricultural runoff, largely from fertilizers like phosphorus and nitrogen. This runoff was mostly concentrated through the Maumee River, which goes into Lake Erie near Toledo, Ohio. Maumee River runs largely through Indiana and Ohio, and those nitrogen and phosphorus levels flowed into Lake Erie, causing a very large algae bloom. In Toledo, Ohio, the algae was so bad that citizens were told not even to drink the water, even if it was boiled.
Many levels of climate change have been noticed. High levels of rain in the Midwest have caused for more water to flow through the rivers into Lake Erie, causing more chemical pollutants to reach the lake. This increased speed of water movement has caused for water to travel to the lake faster and in higher volumes.
Preventing blooms. Study shows that blooms trends have been increasing. Little has been done to counteract this effect. The most of the plans that have been formed are farming practices, which are reducing fertilizer use and creating wetlands to reduce runoff.
Algae just doesn't stop here. Algae flows through water from Lake Erie, down Niagara Falls, and into Lake Ontario. This has caused for many problems in the Niagara Falls area and for areas such as Toronto. As mentioned before, the large mats of 4-inch thick algae that cover nearly 2,000 square miles flows through much of the water and into other areas. Due to this, many areas have seen problems of algae growth where they've never seen problems before.
Algae can grow in a multitude of water situations. For example, saltwater, freshwater, or wastewater.
Algae can grow at a rapid rate, thus it can cause many problems easily.
Algae has a detrimental effect on the community through recreation and tourism, as well as human health.
Algae is also a very difficult thing to clean up. Cleanups for algal blooms can take years at a time. That being said, it is clear that our lake hasn't bounced back from its 2011 algae bloom. This poses to be a problem. Cleaning up algae can be a very difficult problem. Although many things haven't been figured out as to how we will clean up algal blooms in the future, work is done today to clean up the algae that our lake has suffered for in the previous years. With much effort, maybe we can combat the issue of Lake Erie toxification.